Hey YouTube, this is Dan with Chasing the Wind, and what I have for you today is going to be a review of a neat little hexacopter. It's the JJRC H20, and it was sent to me courtesy of gearbest.com. I've bought quite a few quadcopters from gearbest.com over the past 4 or 5 months. I've never had any issues, and I found that their service is really good, and the shipping is actually fairly decent on it, the shipping speeds. So if this is something that you consider buying, please consider giving gearbest.com your business, as they sent this so that I could bring it to you and explain what I like and what I don't like about it. And so let's get into the review. So this is a really small hexacopter. I think there are one or two that are smaller, but this one's about as small as I could control. It comes with a pretty decent radio here. It's got your standard controls on it. This particular control up here changes the rate on it. It's got 3 rates, low, medium, and high. The right button puts it into flip mode. You push that, and then whatever direction you do the pitch roll stick, it will flip in that direction. It's got your standard trims for pitch and roll. And on the throttle stick here, if you want to go into headless mode, once you give it some speed, you push in, you see the lights start to flash, and it is now in headless mode, and pretty much you can do your complete control, left, right, forward, back with this right stick here. And then all this particular stick does is control the speed up and down as well as the yaw. And then to come out of headless mode, you push that again, the light stops flashing, and you're back in regular flying. This does have what they call a return to home feature on it, and that's activated by pushing the right pitch roll stick. Again, you see the light flashing, and then you push it again to exit out of that. And that's nothing more than really being in headless mode. And if you were in headless mode and you pulled backward pitch, the hexacopter flies back to you along the trajectory that you had initially set, and that's what it's doing essentially. It's taking the place of you just pulling your thumb back in headless mode. Sort of a gimmicky feature, but it does work. I particularly don't fly headless mode. I think headless mode is mainly for beginners who are just sort of getting used to it. They haven't gotten comfortable with head-in flight, which is when the quadcopter or hexacopter is flying facing you, coming back, and until you get comfortable with that, then the headless mode is okay. A couple other things you can do with this controller. You can reset the accelerometer on it by pulling both sticks to the left. Well, it's supposed to do that. It flashes when it does it. And then if you need to reset headless mode, both sticks to the right, and you see it flashes. So it'll do that same flash sometimes. It works, of course. When I'm on camera it doesn't work, but that's how you reset the accelerometers, both sticks to the left. Neat little hexacopter. You can fly it in a fairly decent breeze. I was outside a little earlier in about a 5-mile-per-hour breeze and in medium rate, and it flew well in that, so no issues there. One of the things I want to show you is the battery here. It's a 150 milliamp battery, and when I found that out I thought, hey, great, I got a whole bag of these batteries here. But to my disappointment, this is one of my disappointments. It's not a con of the hexacopter itself. It's just a disappointment in that the bag of batteries I have will not be able to work in here, even though they fit, because of the connector. You can see mine has a much larger connector on it, and this is using a connector, sort of a, I think it's a non-standard connector, so you're going to have to get some extra batteries. So if you get the 150s, make sure you get the one with the small connector here, not with the larger connector. Neat little hexacopter, and what I'd like to do is go out and do a flight demonstration, go through all the various modes, and then we'll conclude with some final thoughts. Okay, this right here is in low rate. The pitch and roll on it is very shallow, and I got a decent breeze out here today. But inside the house and learning to fly, this would be a great mode for beginners to fly in. It's Very stable little hexacopter too. And again, I've got a lot of wind out here right now, and it's flying pretty decent. So I'm gonna go into medium rate, and you see the pitch and the roll on it are quite a bit deeper in medium rate, and this is the rate I typically fly in. There's the yaw rate in it, and let me show you the yaw rate in low again. In low, you see it's really shallow. It's really slow as far as the yaw rate. And I'm gonna go back to medium rate. I'm getting pushed around by the wind. And then let me show you high rate here. So that's that crazy yaw rate and high rate, and I just find I can't control it as far as turns and things in high rate with that, but that's fun in headless mode. So again, a great stable little hexacopter, and I'm going to keep it close for this video. I'm flying in medium rate against a decent wind right now. And it's doing well. You can do that crazy spin on it and fly it in headless mode. That's about all that spin's good for, is to fly in headless mode. It's kind of fun that way. And I'll come out of headless mode, go back into medium rate. But you can see it's a very stable hexacopter here, and I really enjoy flying it around. It's one that I would keep fairly close though. There have been a number of channels, and I've watched some of the reviews where they've had some flyaways with this, and I believe it's because it's got an antenna issue. You get out over about 50-60 feet and it's liable to take off on you. But if you keep it close, I don't think you'll have that issue. That's the wind fighting the wind right now. Really pushing on me, but it's able to do it. What I want to do now is show you the return to home feature on this. And that's basically, as you've flown out on your pitch roll stick, if you push in on it, as you see, it's flying right back to me. Yeah, I come out of that mode. So it's essentially wherever you've set your default direction, which I set in that direction there, it's going to fly right back to you in that direction, or at least back on the plane that you set it in. So let's demonstrate that again. You go out, push in, and here it comes flying back to me. And I'll take it out of that. Got more traffic, so I gotta get out of the way. This is a great little flyer though. Great little hexacopter. What I'd like to do is demonstrate flips for you. So you see it does flips pretty well. I'll bring it a little closer. So it's a nice little flipper. And just an all-around fun quad to fly, or fun hexacopter to fly. So if you're in the market for a small hexacopter, you can't beat this JJRC H20. And again, I appreciate gearbest.com sending this to me to review for you. And if you're thinking about buying it, please give GearBest.com your highest consideration to purchase it from them so that they can continue to support channels like mine to bring you these type reviews. This is Dan with Chasing the Wind signing out. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.